playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Black 80!
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Here we go.
I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from the season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Succop for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 62 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you...
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On second down and 4, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On third down, they run with blue. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The kick by Lambo is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Alert, alert.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Block 80. All day.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mariota on the delay to Henry. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The ball comes out.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check 16.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ready? Black 20.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Black 1.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
That's it, buddy. We go. Work.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Miles Jack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
180. Twist. Chance.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Check, and trouble. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one completes to Corey Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed cross. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They go for first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
Ready?
To throw again on second down. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check three.
On second down, here's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw is Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 37-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be a long day.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll run with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Mariota now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He's got the hook up to Lee. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a